sitting here at my trusty computer, fingers dancing across the keys like a jazz pianist on a rainy afternoon. You know, the kind of day where the weather and your thoughts sync up like a flawless duet. Ah, the cozy ambiance of it all. Raindrops composing a symphony on the window, while I embark on a journey through the digital wilderness of opinions. It's like exploring a dark alleyway with a flashlight, hoping to stumble upon some hidden gems. And as I type away, I can't help but notice my neighbor's loyal Rottweiler, aptly named Valiant, playing outside. The rain doesn't seem to dampen his spirit as he dashes through the wet grass like a knight on a quest for the holy tennis ball. Ah, the simple joys of life. Even in the midst of a storm, Valiant remains unyielding, a true embodiment of resilience. Random thought, I know, but in a way, Valiant's escapades mirror the pundits in the digital realm, forging ahead despite the downpour of criticism. But don't let the serene backdrop fool you. In the virtual realm, amidst the rain-soaked pixels, a different storm brews, a tempest of commentary from those digital soothsayers known as pundits. You know the ones, the eloquent complainers who wield their words like swords against the giants of pop culture, Disney, Paramount, DC. It's as if they're storm chasers, tracking the atmospheric disturbances that have shaken our beloved franchises. And while you might think it's just a playground squabble, there's more to their rants than meets the eye. Think of it as deciphering the patterns in the rain, a delicate dance that unravels a hidden masterpiece. And speaking of patterns, if I had a nickel for every time someone labeled them as just another complainer, I'd have enough nickels to build a coin-operated umbrella. A fitting accessory for these stormy debates, don't you think? Now, let's dive into the rabbit hole of logic. Imagine these pundits as virtual Sherpas, guiding us through the treacherous terrain of modern pop culture. Their message? It's not just about grumbling. It's about following the breadcrumb trail of reason that's already been laid out. Instead of the chaotic gender and race swaps that have us shaking our heads, they're exclaiming, "Utilize the existing source material, you geniuses." It's like taking the sensible escalator instead of hopping on a staircase cluttered with banana peels. After all, who needs a slip and slide when you're trying to discuss serious matters? But let's not get too lost in the rain-soaked woods. Beyond the murky waters of diversity agendas lies a more complex landscape. Our treasured franchises, whether Star Wars or Marvel, stand at a crossroads between embracing diversity and honoring the roots of fandom. It's like watching a thunderstorm clash with a serene sunrise, an eternal duel between tradition and innovation. Now picture this. On one side, we have the social justice champions waving their diversity banners as if they were shields against the rain. On the flip side, we have the geeks, the unsung heroes of encyclopedic lore and references. Their secret formula for success? Ambition, passion, and a dash of eccentricity, like concocting a potion to ward off the dreary weather of monotony. Because let's face it, nothing makes a rainy day feel brighter than a sprinkle of geeky enthusiasm. But hold your umbrellas. There's more to this tale. It's not just about the protagonists in space odysseys, it's about the peripherals, the video games, the anime, the computers. This interconnected universe revolves around our core interests, like a whirlwind of conversation sparked by raindrops on a rooftop. Because as we know, the best conversations start when you're tucked indoors, watching the weather paint its masterpiece outside. As we navigate back to the harbor of Disney, a revelation emerges like a bolt of lightning in the stormy sky. Their grand strategy of slapping familiar labels on movies and shows, assuming we'd follow like seagulls after breadcrumbs, is as optimistic as hoping for sunshine on a cloudy day. They've overlooked the heartbeat of fandom, a passion that defies even the fiercest of storms. It's like searching for a pot of gold without enduring the rain, a notion as fanciful as it is improbable. And now, in a grand finale that rivals the crescendo of a thunderstorm, picture directors and showrunners at Disney as enigmatic figures emerging from the mist. They're like characters from a noir film, draped in shadows, their secrets as elusive as a hidden treasure. During interviews, they're as mysterious as the fog that rolls in, rarely revealing their own geeky indulgences. It's like glimpsing a rainbow and losing sight of the pot of gold at the end. So, in this digital labyrinth, where interviews resemble a game of hide and seek, the dance of questions and evasive answers continues, much like the rhythm of rain against the window pane. But I digress. Back to the matters at hand. Whether we're decoding the cosmos of Star Trek or pondering the whimsy of Studio Ghibli, let's keep our passions as vibrant as Valiant's enthusiasm for puddle hopping. It's a journey through the maze of our interests, a weather vane spinning in the winds of unpredictability. And speaking of weather vanes, Valiant's tale is a true indicator of his uncontainable joy as he frolics in the rain.